Final presenter, Dr. Armstrong will be presenting Dr. Carroll's slides.
Thank you, Michelle. I actually need... What?
Those are props up there. You can use it for
Okay. I actually need no introduction. I appreciate that.
Who are you?
Well, you'll find out. I prepared some remarks. Let's see. Who am I doing? Brad Carroll. It's not often that you get invited to your own seminar series in your honor, and I'm very pleased that you have this for me. Faculty, students, distinguished guests, special thanks to the award committee. Welcome to my talk. As I say, I need no introduction, but my name is John Armstrong, and I am a specialist in radio astrology. You know, I think I'm just going to skip this. This was a talk I prepared for an invitation I turned down to the Royal Astronomical Society to speak. At a certain level in your professional career, that's just where you get. So I prepared this talk. It's very interesting, quite interesting, and I prepared this talk for them, but then I declined their invitation. So I'm going to give it to you instead, on the day of my award. Astrology. Now, we've often talked about astronomy as being the fundamental science, but we know that astrology is the original true science. The true study of all science comes from the study of the stars through astrology. What we're going to do in this talk is we are going to bring astrology into the 21st century by recomposing and redefining all of the astronomical and astrological symbols in terms of their radio counterparts in the radio spectrum. It's better because we'll get more funding. And since we're using technology, it's even better. This used to fit. I haven't given my award talk in many years. So you remember old astrology. Old pictures of old astrologers. It worked because of the interaction of you with gravitational bodies in the universe. For example, if you look at a 7-pound baby, the moon's tidal force is 1.4 times 10 to the 13, which is why we swaddle babies, because that's nearly enough to rip them in half. Which you've seen this happen. Now, full moon, baby. This is another reason why home births are becoming more common. Because the doctors themselves can't exert even more force. So we try to have home births. And therefore, this tidal force effectiveness is 2.2 times 10 to the minus 6. What this means is you have a 1,000,000-time chance of being influenced by the moon compared to your doctor. That's what that means. Because the doctor cannot be there, but the moon is always there. So you'll find out that the moon has a very strong influence on you as a baby. So the position of the moon when you're born, by the way, it's also enough to rip your doctor in half. But some people didn't like this because the mechanism wasn't innovative enough. So we put a thumbs down on that mechanism. However, in radio astrology, we have the cosmic microwave background. Now, how many people have seen the cosmic microwave background?
All of us.
Yeah. It, in fact, permeates this room. The photon sea of the cosmic microwave background is passing through us as we speak. Yes. Feel the cosmic microwave background. Close your eyes. Sense the cosmic microwave background.
Is that the same thing as the force?
Sort of. It's a little bit, but that was the previous talk. Whoa, human ovum. Can you even say that on television? Oh, yes, because this sea of radiation is coming through, this can cause mutation in our bodies. Now, this radiation has never been taken into account. Now, some calculations here. Dr. Englefield showing us these thumbs up. So that radio continuum emission from the cosmic microwave background is actually 100 times more effective than the old astrology. And now that we know that, we have to change all of the predictions that astrology has made. Now that we know about the cosmic microwave background. So how can those predictions be changed? Depends on the uniformity of the cosmic microwave background. It's hotter towards Leo. Everybody knew that, Leo DiCaprio, hottie. I'm just saying it. You're all thinking it. Look at Leo DiCaprio. Do I look like... No. Do I look like I'm wearing a hat that you might wear when I'm cooler towards Aquarius. And we know that because aquariums are made of water and they're cold. So cooler towards Aquarius. And so therefore, your position of the Earth around the sun, you could be moving towards the hot CMB, or you could be moving away from the cold CMB, or towards the hot and away from the cold, or opposite of that, towards the hot and away from the cold. So when you're moving towards Leo, you have more energetic photons, which means you can become ionized, or in the case of Leo, lionized. Or you can be deionized, like deionized water, Aquarius. So every 230 million years, these predictions change. So right now, we're all heading towards Cancer. So we're actually at a kind of uniform mutation rate. So it's good. By the way, this is a picture of Brad's duty cycle. You can tell when he's hot and cold, off and on. What's the frequency?
60.
60.
In this country.
What evidence do we have for this? Now, we've talked about mass extinctions. So about every 230 million years, and this is actually quite interesting, that every 230 million years, you do get a mass extinction. And these are caused, of course, by the direction by which we approach the cosmic microwave background. It's clear from this correlation diagram. And the opinion of individuals who believe in it, which has gone up to 120 million%. It's almost saturated to the number of percentages of people who believe in these things. And by the way, I should probably point out that the number of people who believe in lizard people also. But that's actually true. Anyway. So we have these cosmic microwave backgrounds causing these extinction events. Remember what I said? We are in the middle of a 200, or near the end of a 230 million year cycle. And so I'll stop there. What was the prop for? Dr. Carroll brought it.
What are you going to use if you wanted to? I thought that might fit you better than your coat.
Other questions? I'm just making a little Dr. Carroll mind. No other questions? Yes?
How soon should we expect to see a new radio astrology column in every newspaper event?
Oh, we already have them, I think. No, I think I'm going to be totally serious for a minute. You remember when we found, we called it Xena, the planet that nobody knew was there? In the science section of USA Today, they talked about now that we knew that Xena was there, we were going to have to change the astrological charts.
That's about time.
And that was in the science column, so yay, America. Other yes.
So how can I get some of this new funding on gravy train?
Oh, on the new funding gravy train? Oh, this is great. The cool thing about radio astrology is as long as you have absolutely no integrity, I'm seriously convinced that if we wrote a book together on radio astrology, we would make a mint. Let's do it.
Like an Andes?
Yes.
These are really good.
Yeah. Other questions? Thank you.
Let's congratulate